It was 2016, April the 15th, when the flood came and flooded us out. There were only 3 houses on this block, as you can see. And the first house, actually this house right here, that's the house that I actually lived in right there for the 7 or 6 years that I've been there. And right here, I don't know if you noticed, I no longer live in that area anymore. But after the floods came and washed a lot of the homes away, so to say, kind of flooded it out, these 3 homes were rebuilt, basically brand new bricks, new interior, everything brand new. I'm Clark Taylor, and you are watching the How To Plumbing channel. To all my subscribers, welcome back. And if you are new to this channel and you like the things that you see, go ahead, give me a thumbs up and become a subscriber. Also, hit that notification bell. Keep up and don't miss all the new videos coming out. Thank you. New homes, and in less than a year or 2, the floods came again. So now this time, these homes are going to be rebuilt again. They're going to be rebuilt again, but this time they're going to be raised at least 12 feet off the ground, so that if there is any flood coming back in the near future, these homes will be it'll be safe and it won't flood the homeowners out. And like I said, at the time I was living there, so the first flood that I ever been to, it's a strange feeling going through something like that. But all in all, I did survive. It was a home that I was renting, so I lost a lot of materialistic things, and the good thing is that I'm not very materialistic person. And I was renting, so the people that really got it hard were the people that actually owned their homes and had big families and nowhere really to go. So, and coming back to rebuild was very difficult, and some wasn't even able to do such. So what I'm doing here now is the lady that I used to rent from this house from, she wants me to do some of the plumbing. So I took it upon myself. Yes, I'm gonna do the plumbing, but I'm going to I wanted to videotape these homes as they're being built from basically the ground up, brand new homes again, but this time 12 feet in the air. You can see some of the old plumbing that I've put in here already. Before the floods came, it was after the floods, actually, when it was brand new, I did the plumbing then. I replaced all the water lines, but this time everything's going to be replaced. And those are the other 2 homes that were next to me. And what I'm doing here is I'm just giving you guys an idea of what you can expect if you're going to have your home lifted 12 feet from the ground. Actually, I wouldn't say lifted. You're going to actually have a new home built on top of the frame that was on the first floor. And these are the piers that were poured for the pier and beams. So there's going to be a number of 24 pier and beams to stabilize the home once it's built up on top. I don't know if you've ever seen any of my other videos, but if you have, you'll see these are the lines that I put in a few years back with some new water lines from the street to the house. Okay, now you can see it's all been gutted out. The top has been taken off. And they're going to do the same thing to this house as they're doing to the other one. They're going to jackhammer the floors up in various locations to pour cement piers and put the steel beams up in place. So these homes are going to look, they're going to actually look totally different. And when I moved there, you know, the story was that the area was, it was on a 400-year floodplain. Yeah, I know 400 years go by quick. But anyway, um, I would say that the floods now are due more to the buildup of the area and how fast it's growing, and new communities are being built. So I wouldn't. Okay, right there you see the old plumbing. That's the old ABS plastic pipe. Um, I am not going to tie back into that because all of them, the main line that's in the floor that you can't see, it's in line with the appearing beams, and we're not going to tie into it. So we're going to we're going to tie into it, but only on the outside of the building. So that inside plumbing that's in the ground right there, it will be discontinued. So we're not concerned about that. We're going to do totally new waste pipes and of course water. This is this little spot here is one of the bathrooms that were actually worked on. And if you look at some of my older videos, you'll see some of these, some of this in the older videos that I worked on them the first time they were flooded out. And I rented the place actually because, I mean, listen to the area. It's nice, it's quiet. We probably seen 2-3 cars at the most go by in a day. And at the same time, there was still a lot of stuff going on around outside. They had a lot of activity that was good. So it's actually it's a pretty nice place. And here's another bathroom that was there. Well, anyway, in the area, so I was able to enjoy a lot of the amenities that the area, but I didn't actually live in the area that you would consider very prosperity. It's I was in an area that it was median household incomes, and you know, everyone's just going to work and just surviving. And that was the kitchen. And the rent was very reasonable. That was another easy decision for me to make. Although I did know that I was on a floodplain, but like I said, it was told that we were on a 400-year floodplain, and I figured I had at least 300 years. But anyway, time flew, and this is what happened. So it's okay. Everything's okay. Like I said, I'm not materialistic, and a lot of that stuff I have regained back. And again, some of the people that had families and they own their home really never had a chance to come back and build, whether they didn't have the they wasn't covered in insurance, or they didn't have any insurance. But for me, it was a lot easier for me to just walk away and just kind of start over. So eventually time went on, and I moved up a little further up north of Houston, on the outside of Houston, and hopefully in a non-flooded area. From what I understand, it doesn't flood, but man, after you go through something like this, you never know. Those galvanized pipes you see right there in the front yard, those come from the other two houses that still have the old galvanized. But the house I stayed in, actually, all those water lines were completely redone with PEX, and I have a video on that on here. And some of these lines that you see are also the old gas lines that were in there also. Okay, this is the house next door. They're starting to break the cement and pour the piers. They're going to pour the piers later, but first they're going to dig the holes out. And this is some of the old plumbing that was in there before. That was a toilet, and that was the the vent for the toilet and that bathroom. And this was a tub at one time, and right next to it was a vanity sink. And here we had a P-trap to catch the condensation coming from the furnace, the AC unit. And you can see that was an old bathroom window with the vent coming from the other toilet that they had in there. And then, like I said, all this is being discontinued, and I am going to tie the new lines on the outside because we're no longer going to use the drain up under the pipe because the use of it is has been blocked with the pier and beams. And this is the old laundry that was in the garage. You see the old tub that was there. Now again, all this was done all over, brand new and everything, other than some of the pipes and some of the structure. But it was basically a new home when they got done with it. But here we are again, a couple years later, tearing it down and now rebuilding it 12 feet up in the air. That was another drain pipe. And that's the vent for the toilet here. Look at that. That was all done over, all new tile and everything. But and this was some of the stuff that I put in before the floods came in. Is the new tub. And again, this is on one of my previous videos when I installed the new tub for this and the replaced the tub and shower valve. Well, as you can see, these homes are going to be a very big project. We got 3 of them that's going to be done basically at the same time, so it's going to take a while. And there's some more of the old plumbing. So I'm just showing you this video to give you an idea. So in the future, if any one of you out there that's going to build a home or have one redone or lift your home 12 feet in the air to prevent flooding, this will give you some ideas. And the plumbing you will see eventually. This is one of the videos. I'm not going to show too much plumbing other than the demo that's going on right here right now. But eventually when we get down the line, there will be other videos coming out, and slowly we'll get into the plumbing part. But this is good to give you a lot of information that you may need if you're going to be your own contractor or you're going to hire a contractor to do this stuff for you. And again, they're going to cut all this plumbing out. Nothing's connected, no water. Everything's just going to be cut out and start from scratch. That was the vent pipe for the AC unit and the P-trap where it would drain into, and it's set in a little closet right there. And definitely on a job like this, you want to run around with some nice heavy steel toe boots. Be careful of nails, and always pay close attention to your surrounding, and safety glasses always, as always. That was vanity there. And again, if you go back and look at some of my previous videos you'll see the work that I've done on these homes when they were flooded the first time that in 2016. And I got to tell you, the carpenter that done most of the work on here, that done basically all the carpentry, of course. I mean, this guy was really good. Good and fast. You can see the old laundry that used to sit there. Now this is actually the one of the, this is the home that I ran on the corner part. And those PEX lines was some of the lines that I'd actually put in there. So that was all taken out again.
They don't do each house the same way. 24 holes.
And this is the guy that built all the beams. He actually built them all from scratch with some square tubing, metal tubing, and of course we see him here cutting. But once you see the job that he's done with the piers up, he done an excellent job. Looks really good. Yeah, now you can see all the beams set up and put in place. 24 of them. And there's going to be 24 in each home. Now, this is my first time seeing anything like this, so it was nice to watch this house being built and the things that was going on and the other trades of how they work and what they do. See how they screw down the beams to the piers. And by the way, if you have any questions that you'd like to ask, and if I can answer them, I'd be more than happy to. Just leave a message down in the subscription box below, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can. And I just went from one house to the other house and showing you the house that doesn't have the piers and the beginning stages of that one. Now you can see that they're starting to put the floor down for the second floor up there. Okay, now there's going to be a series of these videos coming out, and I am hoping that you guys find a lot of things in this video that you can use, or ideas that you can get from the video, or just plain curiosity to wonder how this stuff goes on, how it's being built, a home, the plumbing, etc., electrical. And I really do hope you guys find these videos helpful. And if you do, give me a thumbs up. Let me know how well I'm doing. Give me some ideas of things that I might miss, things that you'd like to see, and we can see what we can do with the future videos coming out. And again, we're looking at the subfloor here. Now, I did turn the sound off this because at the time they were playing some music. It was pretty loud. Now, right where that pier and beam was, you just seen right there, that was right in the center of the waste pipe that was in the foundation. So that was one reason that we couldn't tie back into that. And actually, it's a good idea that we couldn't tie back into it because, I mean, those lines have been there for years, so it actually needed to be replaced. We don't even know if those lines were partially collapsed or anything. Also, let me know, am I on the right track? Are these things that you would like to see in upcoming videos? Let me know. Put it down in the subscription below. You can see how they have the pier and the beams tied to the floor joists, and then the other floor joists are going the other way. Again, I'm a plumber. I actually don't know what I'm talking about. But again, I said I was impressed watching these guys work. These guys were very good. And it's a new experience to me. I've worked on job sites where we built new homes, but this is the first time that I worked on one that actually has been lifted 12 feet off the ground. Or should I say using pier and beams. Uh, to me, this is just similar as they would build a beach home. And look how nice that deck looks up there. That's the going to be, of course, the second floor, which will be the main floor. There's actually not going to be anything below this. It's just going to be a lot of open, empty space. And I'm sure people are going to use it for some type of storage or anything like that. But the idea is to put everything up much higher, so if there's a flood in the future, um, it won't be as much of an issue as it was in the past. And you can see this is where the carpenters lined out their walls. And as plumbers, we can come through here and we can actually take measurements off of that and actually start drilling holes. And from up here on that second floor, I'm just giving you a view of the house next door, from where they came to where they're heading. Okay, we're coming to the end of this video, and I hope you guys got a lot out of it. And if you did, please let me know. As always, thanks for watching. Good thumbs up is always welcome. And also remember, become a subscriber, hit that notification bell, and keep up with all the latest videos that I have coming out. Thank you.